Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. That's Josh Mansfield, a teacher with us at the LSAT Demon. Josh, we have an email here from Eric who is asking, should I drop my math minor?
I graduated this spring from the College of William and Mary with a philosophy major and math minor. My three worst grades are all math courses and really dragged down my GPA. I got mostly A's and A minuses in all my other courses. I currently have a 3.73. If I were to retroactively pass fail my three worst courses, I'd have a 3.85. Pass failing only my worst two courses would give me a 3.81. Even only his worst course would give him a 3.77. In any of these cases, I'd lose my math minor because all three of the courses are minor requirements. I'm not sure if admin would even allow me to retroactively pass fail courses after I already graduated, but I may be able to since my student account is still active and I could theoretically submit a retroactive pass fail petition.
Hmm.
On the one hand, filing my transcript with too many pass fails may raise admissions readers' eyebrows.
Nah.
I already PF'd an econ class I took freshman year. I'd hate to waste all my effort in getting that minor. Having a math background might be a soft factor. At least admissions readers would see an upward trend in my math grades. Should I pass fail all three of those courses? Only some, or should I choose to keep my minor? Best, Eric.
Huh. I mean, damn, that's kind of a sticky one. I would say pass fail all three of them or none of them.
Yeah.
I'd play around with the scholarship estimator a little bit. Go to lsatdemon.com/scholarships and play around with whatever your LSAT is and your 3.73, and then look at what that might do to your scholarship chances with a 3.85 instead. I wonder whether, yeah, I mean, is LSAC actually going to see this? If you pass fail them retroactively, it's not going to matter if those grades still show up on your transcript, because it doesn't matter how William and Mary calculates your GPA. The only thing that matters is how LSAT calculates your GPA. So unless these grades are going to be erased from your transcript, I don't think it's worth it.
So, two points to that. Number one, um, is I think all this idea of like, does having the soft math minor help? Does it raise red flags? Having pass fails? No to all of that. If you can get all three, I think that's good. And I think this should be a lesson for people. Like, if law school is your thing, don't take minors that are going to hurt your
Yeah.
GPA.
Yeah.
Right? You don't
It's
need
like,
that
sorry, Eric,
minor.
you're already fucked. But what we would basically say is don't go get a math minor.
Right.
For people who
Don't
are
double
serious
major.
about law, just don't get a math minor.
Yeah. Don't double major. Don't triple major. Just do one, get your graduation requirements, and get A's while you do it, or A pluses if possible. I'm going to make the recommendation. I had a meeting with my career service advisor
Okay.
this summer. My school said that we could go talk to him. There are jobs opening applications as early as November 1, for your first year summer job on the fall of your 1L year. Before grades come back, the law school grades are just a secondary check, and they are asking for a copy of undergraduate transcripts now
Mm.
because they don't have law school grades yet. And so even if the William and Mary is the only one that gets affected, bumping your GPA for undergraduate, depending on what work you want to do, could still make a difference. So my encouragement would be see if they'll let you do it. Because at worst, it doesn't help you at all with LSAC, but I don't see it hurting Eric in any way.
I'm not so sure I agree, just
Okay, why?
because math is an underrepresented skill
You
in
think the
this
math minor
cohort.
is worth having it on there?
It impresses me, for what that's worth. If if I was looking at a resume and I saw a philosophy major, I'd be like, yeah, yeah. When I see math, I go, oh damn, okay. So like this person has technical chops. I suppose I should preface all of this by saying your LSAT is what really is going to matter here, Eric. You want to make your whole story sing, you need like a 175 plus LSAT, because As a philosophy major and a math minor, there's no excuse for like imperfect LSAT. I don't mean literally perfect, but I do mean if I can score a 179 on the LSAT, I think you can score a 179 on the LSAT. So I would, like that's the critical component. Whether you do or do not decide to go pass fail and lose your math minor, I guess I have to agree that if you're applying broadly, schools do index calculations. And what they do when they do an index calculation, they take your LSAT times some constant, they add it to your LSAC calculated undergraduate GPA times some constant. I think they add another constant on top of that. These are public data, by the way, so you can just Google for what are the index formula that these law schools use. Most schools publish them. Not all schools publish them, but most schools publish the formula that they're using. And yeah, I mean 3.85 is going to boost your index. You're just going to be like higher on the list.
Let me give you a reference here, Nate. William and
Yep.
Mary, 509
Okay.
report.
Oh, good.
75th percentile. This is alma mater. 75th percentile, 3.86. 50th percentile, 3.75. He goes from below their median to just shy of the 75th percentile with this change.
By doing these pass fail. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I just think that the gap. I pulled a couple other like top schools that aren't Harvard, Stanford, Duke. Meet 50th percentile, 3.89. 25th percentile, 3.79. UVA, another Virginia school,
Yeah.
3.96, 3.78. Like, he moves from different brackets
Yeah.
of medians. And
Yeah.
I just don't think now, if he's a math major, like double major, maybe, but 3 math classes for a minor, I just don't think that makes up
Well,
the
it's
difference of
it's those three. Those three were requirements. I'm sure he had to do a
right.
lot more requirements. And that's the thing, is that by pass failing these classes, the math minor gets removed from his transcript. I think you're right, Josh, that for law school admissions purposes, it's a no-brainer to change these to pass fail. If that's really what you're interested in, is law school admissions, law school scholarships, you're going to law school and you're going to be a lawyer. If you're going to be a lawyer, who gives a fuck about a math minor?
Right.
But I know from experience that, like half the people who go to law school end up actually successfully practicing law. And so I just wonder whether for some non-law job in the future, for some non-law career for Eric, I just worry that, like, man, you did all this work and like you're going to be,
So
yeah.
at that point, Nate, tell me another non-law job that's going to pull his transcripts. And I would just say, on your resume under your education, put the math minor. Pass fail them, and then if they say, well, it's not in your transcript, go, oh yeah, I forgot, I changed my pass fail just because I was looking for the best scholarship I could for law school. But as somebody who has now been in 3 different professional jobs since I have left my undergraduate, I can tell you right now, I've not turned in my transcript once.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. I mean, you're almost certainly right there. You could
Just
lie
put
on your
minor
resume
math
as
next
much
to
as
it.
you want, and
You have the
I mean, you
skills.
actually, it's not even a lie, really, because you
No.
actually did it,
Yeah.
and then retroactively. I mean, he probably has a transcript right now that shows he was granted a math minor, which is why they very likely won't let him do this retroactive pass fail.
Yeah.
But yeah, from a law school perspective, you should probably go get that retroactive pass fail.
I'm interested to hear, Eric, let us know if they let you have it. I've never heard of this before.
Thank you,
So,
Eric, for one of the more interesting questions we've ever received.
if you have a question, email daily@lsatdemon.com to send that in or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.